G'day guys, Clint here for dropshipsocial.com. Today I'm going to be covering dropshipping from Chiang Mai and the whole digital nomad scene up there. A lot of people are up there trying to live the dream, and let's cover it. Rightio, so dropshipping from Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is one of my favourite places in Thailand, I must admit. There's a huge digital nomad community up there. Whether that's good or bad, it's a personal decision or a personal thought. But I'll give you my thoughts on Chiang Mai and you know, dropshipping out of there and the whole digital nomad scene. It's cheap. That's one thing I like about Chiang Mai. It's super cheap, really high quality accommodation for very little. It's a great place to sort of base yourself. As I said, being so cheap, you can really bootstrap a business without having to you know, lay out a whole heap of cash. You don't need a ton of savings to get there. You know, if you had 2 or 3 grand, you could hang out, you know, for close to a couple of months at least. You know, and you know, try and take your business to the next level where you wouldn't have been able to when you're at home, because obviously you're working. So you could go on an extended holiday and hopefully never come back, kind of thing. You know, that's what a lot of people try and do. The food's good. That's another bonus, obviously. Food's really good, and again, super cheap. You know, you can get a rice dish for 20-30 baht, nothing. You know, you can really get by easily on the cheap there. Lots of digital nomads, I guess. If you're into that kind of thing, I consider myself more of an expat. I mean, I don't go back home. I own my house here, I own cars here. My kids go to private schools here, so I consider myself more of an expat rather than a digital nomad, because I mean, I do travel obviously, because Thailand's an excellent hub to, you know, to shoot off to anywhere within Asia and Europe and Australia, wherever. But you know, the digital nomad scene, people love it. I mean, you connect with like-minded people that you wouldn't normally have at home, especially if you live in some smaller town in, you know, backwaters of Australia or America. You know, there's not that huge scene. Everyone's blue-collar, working-class people, which is fine, but, you know, it's hard to connect with other like-minded people. So that's a really good part of the scene. I have no problem with the digital nomad scene up there. I think it's inspiring, actually. A lot of like-minded people getting together. A lot of people bag it out, but I've got no problems with it. I think it's cool. One thing I would say about the digital nomad scene, there's one thing, is don't go and join a co-working space, right? Save your money, honestly. Go to the cafes, go to the coffee shops, maybe go to the meetups. There's plenty of Facebook groups where you can find meetups, but don't spend 3,000 baht on a co-working space membership. It's just ridiculous. I mean, you're better off working at home and having a good time. You know, most of the accommodation's got Wi-Fi anyway. And if you really wanted to work with other people, which I find distracting, just go to a coffee shop. Heaps of people are out there hustling in the coffee shops and that, so just don't waste your 3,000 baht. You could do so much more with it. Go on a tour, rent a motorbike, just whatever, you know, go take yourself to a fancy steak dinner. But yeah, that's just my only hang up. Don't get sold with the whole co-working thing. I don't rate it. Before you leave, make sure you got a goal in mind, what you want to achieve. All right, if you roll into Thailand, there is so many distractions. You can get off track like that. So make sure you've got a goal in mind. Go to work, do your work, and then have your fun, because it's so easy to get off track. I've seen so many people come and go, you wouldn't even know about it. And that's not just in the online world, it's in general Thai business, building restaurants, you know, resorts, bars, all the rest of it. They really didn't have a goal in mind. They come with a pocket full of money and blew it. And then they're gone within 2 years, and that's the last you ever see them. So come with a goal in mind. Make sure you've got your business up and running. Even if you haven't made any sales yet, make sure your dropshipping store is running. It's up and running, ready for you to fire on all cylinders. All right, make sure it is up and running, guys. That is the biggest, most important thing before you come over, because again, there's a lot of distractions, and make sure if you've got a whole heap of, you know, grinding type work that you need to get done before you get here. You know, you might get, like I said, there's a lot of other things to do, and you don't want to get off track. So make sure your business is up and running, and what you're coming here to do is really optimize it, learn off your other, you know, digital nomads and dropshippers that are out here. Alright, that's about it, guys. I'll do a quick video on this one, but that's about it. Yeah, I'll end it here. Sorry, guys. But with that, give us a thumbs up if you like the vid, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you check out dropshipsocial.com. That's a free social media platform that we've built for like-minded dropshippers and entrepreneurs, where you can sort of connect, learn and share off each other. A lot of great people over there, so check it out, dropshipsocial.com. And that's about it, guys. Until next time, continue to live the dream, and we'll talk again soon. Cheers.